And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Yeah, that's right, Chuck, man.
You got to do it just like that.
You got to tell them just like that.
Yeah! What's up, everybody? It is The Bonfire. We are live on a Monday. Big J. Oakerson sitting here with the super handsome, the 33rd most handsome person in comedy, Dan Soder.
And I want to let all other 32 handsomer men know I'm coming for you. One by one, Count of Monte Cristo style.
Exercising, exfoliating.
I will.
To two E's.
I will burn all of your faces with different weapons and
You
elements.
just throw acid in everybody's face.
Hey, I have blood,
Hey,
like salt.
Dimitri Murray, I haven't seen you.
Mark Norman, glass of acid.
I think you beat Mark.
No, I think Mark was Mark higher.
I think you beat Mark.
I beat Mark. You know what? He's a man that I would lose to.
Not in that gay guy's mind.
Who? Oh well, yeah.
The guy who made the list.
He likes me better.
Yeah.
Good for him.
So if you're looking for that dude's sweet, tight booty, you are 33rd in line, my friend.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think Mulaney's got the time.
He's too busy.
He's too busy.
He's way. Oh, Hello's on Broadway. He's
Nick
way.
Fune's all the way across the country. He's a married man.
You're basically a shoe-in.
Yeah, shoehorn in his shitter.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Hard. I'm so excited to be here with you today, buddy.
Yeah, sorry about your birds, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking. That's the season.
It's
you
not
keep saying
the
it's not.
season.
It is though.
You are so you overreact every week. If the Eagles win, you're like, that's Super Bowl.
No, I'm not that person.
Okay, well, you're like a shade below it.
No, I'm like, it'd be fun to make the playoffs. Just give me that extra week. Give me one extra week past regular season for it to count.
You guys are still 4-3,
which means, by the way, let's get to that last game. If the least I'll accept for a happy season is the last game of the season is for it. You know what I mean? For like the marbles, like you go to the playoffs if you make that. You win that game.
You're talking to a 49ers fan. It's over. And
it's a wrap for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, I get that. But
now it starts turning into that thing of like, do I want them to keep losing to get the first pick in the draft and fire Chip Kelly and burn Sage in the front office or whatever the fuck they have to do?
4-3 looks fantastic to you.
4-3. Oh, that's a king's dream.
No, I know. How it looks great to you because your team's terrible. 1-6?
Yeah.
Terrible.
1-5, I think. Right? That was week 7?
It's 1-6.
We just had the bye week, so yeah, 1-6.
They're terrible.
And the Saints this week. So that's probably going to be a loss because the Buccaneers blew our back out.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm saying like
the Buccaneers just shoved our face down. It was like, I'm just
look, any given Sunday, I believe in that. But
any given Sunday, we are in hell. You just started doing the speech from Pacino.
I gotta find that inch.
I spent all my money. Yeah, man, I think you're overreacting.
I'm banging Jesse from Saved by the Bell for money.
Oh yeah, she is in that.
Yeah, he's plowing her for money.
Ah, good for Pacino. That was right before Pacino completely came unglued.
Would you pay money to bang her now still?
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, she's Jessie from Saved by the Bell.
Look up the one. Let's look up the girls from when they were so hot when you were younger. Would you pay money to fuck them now?
I mean, I'm probably going to answer yes on most of them.
I bet you wouldn't.
Well, it's a nostalgia fuck. It's like how those 80s,
I'd have fucked.
It's like how those 80s bands play at carnivals, and you're like, I'll go to the state carnival.
See, here's the beauty of
Loverboy.
The beauty of dudes, man.
The beauty of dudes with Jay Oakerson. That's a great side podcast.
The beauty of dudes. They get better with age. Look at Mark Paul Gosselaar.
MPG aged like wine.
I mean, he's awesome looking.
He really did. And I'll tell you this: Mario Lopez he's always on the Access Hollywood on
gorgeous
the hotel
man
on the hotel channels. You're always like, good for AC. Tiffany Amber Thiessen looks great.
Let me see.
Scroll down a little bit.
Not money though.
Yeah, 100%.
Not paying money.
I am, and I'm going to see Loverboy at the carnival.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't pay money to fuck her. You're lying.
I'm telling you. How am I?
And I'll tell you this: Mario Lopez, I would pay money to bang him now.
Yeah,
go down.
I would pay for a personal training hour with Mario Lopez. Show me how to get that AC Slater body.
Let's go look at. Let's take a look at Jessie Spano.
Yes, 1,000%. I would pay.
No way. She looks like all.
She looks great.
surgeried up and shit.
No, but in a sexy way. Not too much where it's cat lady.
Look, she's still a pretty girl.
She's very sexy.
But, dude, when she was in Showgirls, man, come on.
Look at Tiffany Amber Thiessen. That can't be recent. I'm about to run at that
That's
glass.
That's not today.
I'm about to run at that glass like a zoo animal.
That's
Dude.
today. No, go back.
By the way,
there you go. You banging that pig?
whoa,
Eating oatmeal?
Hey, she's pregnant. Come on,
No,
man.
she was pregnant in one picture.
Well, he keeps switching too quick.
Yeah, she's going way too quick. I'm not judging anybody for being pregnant.
Jay, I'm saying yes to that.
Okay, yes to that for everybody because that is a picture of her young.
At the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, and Facebook, all that shit.
You follow all of our. By the way, I would. None of these girls we're talking about would bang me still.
At their bang me. I'm 33rd on the list, man. If I'm 9th, I got a shot.
I'm not even on it.
All
but
right.
I'm saying that girl. I'm saying right now, Jessie Spano. Right now,
yeah,
is not like a pay dream girl fuck. No way. No way.
You didn't.
Dan, you might be able to pull Jessie Spano now.
Nah, you think?
Even with your credits.
Yeah. I'd be like, hey, did you watch Guy Court?
Look at her. She's got a gut.
Well, it's not that bad of a gut. She looks great there.
Dan.
Jay, get to the issue.
Dan.
Yes, I would.
Dan, you superficial bastard. You're going to pretend now that you're all in on Elizabeth Berkley.
And I'm telling you right now why it's this nostalgia.
Okay. But I'm saying, forget the nostalgia.
Yeah, it'd be well worth it if...
Forget the nostalgia. I'm saying pay money for the girl who looked the way they looked then to looking how they look now.
Okay.
By the way,
that's great.
I wouldn't pay money to bang Alyssa Milano now. And she was my favorite. I wouldn't pay money to bang Pam Anderson now. Now, I'd pay money to bang Pam Anderson. Do you understand what I'm saying?
It's for the full experience.
It's Pam Anderson. Like what you're saying, the nostalgia. I'd go bang Pam Anderson.
But you're
for
saying
money.
the act just based on...
If I was at a diner and Pam Anderson walked up to me now and she's just a lady who looks exactly like that and goes, if you pay me money, I'll have sex with you? I'd say no.
You go, and you're also very bad at prostitution because
Yeah.
I'm eating with my family.
This is you're being very loud and I'm in a Denny's.
I'm pretty sure that Denny's is cool with a lot of things, and this is not one of them.
Look what's happened to her. Look, go up to the third over from like that, side by side. I mean, come on. Look what's happened to her.
Gerald was a cold lover. That's what her face looks like.
I lost my husband in a mining accident.
She looks like an evil woman that's like, well, ever since Gerald's accident.
And we've done this before. We've done the befores and afters.
Yeah, we've done this a ton.
But I'm just saying, like,
okay,
would you pay?
I think I'm starting to understand now.
Yeah.
Just based on looks.
Dustin Diamond did not age well.
I mean, that's almost a meth photo.
Look at, Lark Voorhees is she looks ridiculous now.
I mean, she was my favorite.
And she was so hot.
She was so hot. How high? She was so hot.
She was hot in so many things.
Yeah, now I don't know. Why?
I'd rather fuck Mr. Belding.
Oh, Mr. Belding can catch it, though. It's like banging a St. Bernard.
Wow. Wowzer, wow.
I'd pay him just to lick a bowl of water in front of me.
That guy looks exactly the same.
Mr. Belding, you all thirsty? Dennis? Yeah, the plastic surgery thing is always amazing to me of where's the line? Is it one surgery and then women get addicted and then you get cat lady face or Lark Voorhees or like when dudes do it too much like Sammy Sosa. I saw that picture recently.
Yeah.
Do you remember his base?
Oh, Jesus. Fuck stick. Look at Lark Voorhees.
She looks like a Thundercat.
Did she wear sunglasses when they bleached her skin?
Dude, she straight up looks like a Thundercat. Snarf!
And
she's so hot.
She was just a pretty girl, man. A really pretty girl. And then look what happens to you. Little Kim we talked about before. She looks like a fucking Tyler Perry character. Like it looks like Tyler Perry's dressed up as Lark Voorhees.
He quit Medea. Now he's
That's
doing
her current look.
He's doing the Lark Voorhees story.
I was up last night, or I woke up like stupid early this morning. I've been up since. No bullshit. I woke up at 5:30 in the morning.
Are you turning over a new leaf? Are you responsible, Jay?
No.
I like to wake up with the sun. I read my paper.
No.
I have my decaf coffee.
Real talk, I think I'm like mega stressed or something. I don't know what's going on. But
look at Sammy Sosa. Looks like a fucking vampire now.
Yeah, that's fucking pretty bizarre.
Do you remember his video game where he'd go, "It's so real"? Can you find that, Christine? There was a video game that he came out, and that's when I first started smoking weed. And that nothing made me laugh harder than Sammy Sosa going, "Play for this. It's so real."
There's a thing he wanted to do. Was he going for he wanted to bleach his skin or something?
I don't. There it is.
Hola. Hey, Sammy, you're in the wrong game.
Dusty Baker.
High heat is so real.
Sammy Sosa, High Heat Baseball 2001. Exciting pitcher batter matchups. Unanimous PC Sports Game of the Year winner. Rated E for everyone.
Now batting Sammy Sosa.
Hey, Sammy, you're in the wrong game. We're playing over at Greg's.
Sammy Sosa, High Heat Baseball 2001. Catch it.
It's so real.
Dude, I know it was my senior year of high school where I just started smoking an insane amount of pot, and I just lay at home and watch that, and that was the funniest fucking thing in the world to me. It's so real.
I mean, what he's done to his face is a shame.
It really is crazy.
But I woke up at 5:30 in the morning.
Sammy Sosa standing over you.
Standing over me, going,
the dream is real.
I'm going to turn you. It's going to hurt for a little bit.
Not yet.
It's going to feel so real.
But not yet. We're just mixing them all up.
Not yet.
Sammy Sosa played by Antonio Banderas.
Just kill me, Sammy. No. Not yet.
Well, wake up at 5 in the morning.
I'm watching a documentary called X-Rated 2, talking about porn stars, like famous long-term porn stars.
Yeah.
And, they gave the Lifetime Achievement one as like Legends was.
What's the award called?
Not an award. It was just like a documentary. It wasn't an award. It was just kind of like, let's talk about the two people, like the legends of porn that we have to acknowledge.
Yeah.
It was Ron Jeremy, and who's done no plastic surgery, you could tell, and Jenna Jameson. Jenna Jameson looks fucking ridiculous now, and they go and they're showing like a retrospective of her movies, like clips from her movies.
I mean, is it proven that plastic surgery is addictive?
Oh, I mean, like, of course. Everything's addictive.
Yeah, but, like, is there, like, have they done, because the studies that they have to do on those, the people that have too much plastic surgery where it just becomes so fucking weird, there's no way just to walk it back. You can't just walk it back.
You can't dial it back, yeah.
Your
once
face
you're there.
is just like...
So you're like, my left side of my face is way up, so
Yeah.
I guess I gotta do my left side of my face.
Oh, now I look like Count Chocula because my cheekbones are jutting out.
You look like somebody smashed together the comedy and tragedy masks.
Yeah, you have a porch on your chin. It's just fucking weird
Your
when
feet
they
are a
have,
pain face.
Yeah, and it's always like the women that get it. It's always puffy around the eyes. I don't know, man.
But I think it looks good. Although that said, you're like by the end, like even though she looked like a kind of ridiculous kind of cat lady, Joan Rivers was like a more attractive older lady than she was young woman.
No,
Absolutely.
no. I think Joan Rivers young.
No.
Come on, dude. She was like way plastic surgery face.
Yes. But
And you're saying it paid off at the very
it
end.
became her look. Listen, for a while.
You give the same advice. You give Winston Churchill advice for plastic surgery. When going through hell, keep going.
Some people can go further than others and still be okay, and then they keep going. LaToya Jackson was by the time she did Playboy and all that stuff, like she was crazy plastic surgery, but she looked great. Yeah, dude, young Joan Rivers was awful looking.
It looks like,
She was not an attractive woman. I mean, that was kind of her thing, that she was like unattractive. That was like,
I think she hit, I mean, at the end, that's at the end, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I mean, look at that. She hit her stride right there. I mean, that looks like a pretty older woman. You don't think?
I don't know if the haircut's doing the heavy lifting.
Sure.
It's like a Jane Fonda that when they all get to that age, it's like,
listen, I got to work with her for 2 seasons, you know what I mean, on that show, Z-Rock. So it's like, I got to see her up close. Like, she looks obviously like 100% plastic surgery, and she had some weird mid-times. She'd hit some weird mid-surgeries that would not look good, but she would always keep going back and get it to be like as best as you can make that thing look. Like that look she's going for, you know?
See, I'm a biggest... now, up on the screen, we have 4 pictures of Joan Rivers throughout time from her earliest. There's like 4 before plastic surgery, a couple plastic surgeries, a good amount, and then a lot. And I would say number 2 is my favorite, just a little bit. So, ladies, just a little bit. Just cut your face open.
But they got to go. But I mean, like, you know, Jenna Jameson's got like the duck lips, the crazy high cheekbones, like everything's done, and you're just like, why'd you have to? You didn't have to
What would you get done on your face?
My face?
Yeah. Would you go all in?
No. Face?
I'd be like, turn me into a panther. You know those people that have them turn into
so weird. I want lizard eyebrows. Where you get those like bumps in your eyebrows.
Can't do that. I want you to put bumps in my penis. That was always a rumor about there was like a scary Asian gang where I grew up, and they said that they put pearls on the bottom part of their penises. Mm-hmm. That was like a rumor when I was in high school.
Like in?
Like they had them
like implanted.
Yeah, implanted at the bottom part.
I believe it.
Like a lion.
People do that.
Yeah, that's like a common thing.
Dick implants? Yes, absolutely.
But I'm saying face implants, what would you get done?
I guess I would get a dick put on my face. No,
Giant.
If I had to pick something for my face, I don't know. I don't dislike my face very much.
And I think you're right. I love your pun.
I don't love my face. I don't think I have a great face, but if you're saying how would I change my face?
No, if you just had to do one ridiculous addition. Someone was like, here's
addition or like I could subtract maybe?
Sure. But if someone's like, you have to get face surgery.
I'd get like lipo, so like my neck would be more I would get rid of like a fat chin.
I would do a little shaving under my chin maybe. Just a light shave.
A chin shave?
Just the bottom of the chin shave. Really give me that Max Moon from McDonald's look.
Mac the Knife?
I just have that little shave.
At McDonald's, it's Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight. Can you find a McDonald's Mac the Knife thing?
It's weird that I feel so comfortable with him and Joe Camel as like a cartoon spokesperson.
As people you look like?
And also like people that comfort me. When I see like old Joe Camels, I'm like, yeah, I remember Joe Camel.
Oh, there you are.
There I am. Hey, it's Dan Soder, and don't forget to get a sleep number bed.
Dude, how much did that is Dan Soder, by the way. You throw on sunglasses, dude? You're Mac tonight.
Should I go? I got to do a set at the Cellar tonight, but should I dress up as Mac tonight?
It's Mac tonight. Come on, make it Dan tonight.
Yeah.
Mac tonight, huh?
I'd get a little bottom shave. Jacob, what would you do? Face surgery. Your bod's perf.
I'm okay with my face. My hair is what scares me to death.
Oh, you'd have one of those weird hair implants.
Would you do the transplant where they take your ass and put it on your head?
Or would you do the back?
No, they take the back of your hair.
Yeah.
What's your first name?
I guess it's better.
There's this kid that I knew that worked at Dos Caminos with me, and he got it done. And it was like really tough to watch. It worked in the end, but it was in a weird way.
Harris Stan did it.
Oh, yeah?
Harris Stan. That's what we did with this fucking Walmart. We're sorry we killed your friend and flipped your bus. Money. He got a hair transplant.
It's a horrific surgery.
Oh, fuck you. We're putting it on at the Bonfire SXM on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. We're going to put up this video of people having this fucking hair surgery.
And you got to cover it up.
I've been researching.
You have to like.
You have. You want to do it.
I mean, if it comes to it, I want.
What if we?
Why don't you try like the Rogaine and shit first?
I don't know.
Can we do experiments with you? Can you let Comedy Central fund?
Okay, now.
Yeah, no, you look great, dude.
Can we donate you to Rutgers so they can do this for you?
Oh man, that'd be awesome.
But I've been watching
like a mole
Dr.
man.
Glenn Charles from Boca Raton, Florida. That's who I found.
That's too specific.
You and Christine should hang out. Christine sits at home. If I catch her doing a commercial of something we're watching, I'm like, "What are you doing on an iPad during a commercial?" She's like, looking at before and after pictures of breasts.
Christine, what would your facial surgery be?
Tits. She wants tits on her face.
Miss Evans, we can't put tits on your face.
But I want them.
What would you get?
No. Is that the thing they do?
They're pulling out an individual hair follicle, and then they're going to stick it in the front of his head.
Oh, I think this is the sticking part. Oh. That's hair plugs.
It looks like they're just bedazzling them. This is what you're gonna get done, Jacob?
I don't want to. I hope I never do it.
Fuck that. Dude, Jacob, don't do that.
All right, I don't.
You look great. Christine, what would you get done to your face?
Wear a wig, dude.
If I was going to do anything, I might...
God. This is turning me off.
I might narrow my nose a little bit. Maybe a little, like...
But isn't that's
side.
a slippery slope.
I think it is a slippery slope. It's the same thing I feel with getting a boob job.
Christine, I love your big fat nose.
I've struggled with boob job forever, but I'm afraid like once I get the tits, then I'm just going to notice I hate my ass, or I hate my arms, or I hate my stomach more. Or I think that's how you get into it, is once you fix something you don't feel perfect, you just want to keep fixing things.
Christine, I'm sorry. There's a pile of hair follicles they're ripping out of someone's head.
This is so gross.
So what they were actually doing there, Jacob, we were wrong, is they're that thing is like a straight.
It's a puncture.
It's almost like a nose hair trimmer that goes around the follicle and goes down and rips the skin with the follicle out.
It punctures out a hair, it cuts out.
I've just only glanced over.
section.
Lou, you're lucky you're turned this way because
It's a hole puncher.
Fucking
Lou, why don't you do it?
I'm good.
You're cool. You're just cool.
I like being bald.
The shaved head.
God.
Oh, fuck that, Jacob! Don't do this.
Yeah, dude. I don't even like watching this fucking video.
I do. If you guys weren't here, I'd already have my dick out.
Looks like they're just.
I don't think I need to.
Oh, and they just perforate your fucking head like that? This is hair plug. This is hair plugs, though. I think.
No, that's his real hair.
No. Yeah, but I think I don't think this is the hair transplant.
Yeah. So what's happening? He's taking it out from what's called the donor area.
Okay.
And now he's going to put it in wherever the guy needs it.
Jacob's definitely done his research. He also sounds like he could quasi-sell this procedure to somebody.
Sir, you look like Lou.
They're in the break room.
Like, Lou, you ever thought about maybe having it done?
But this is also
want to get your Eddie
this is like heavily enhanced.
Yeah, it's super close up.
No, but I mean, it's like I think it's even like enhanced though, right? Where it's like actually like this is like under a microscope almost.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just a.
I don't think if you got my hair down that low that you would see that different sprouts of hair like that. That's so weird.
Well, Jay, I've researched also. Everyone has groups. You either have a single follicle, a double or triple, or even 4 in one.
Triple follicle! He just starts yelling at
Oh, don't do that part.
All right, guys, we're good watching this. This is all right. This is. Oh, kind of feel good. You guys are making Mac Moon
Never
real.
seen anything like this though, and I mean this is particularly gross.
Well, here's good news, Jacob. Pat from Florida's on the phone, and he used to work for a hair transplant doctor. Can give you some advice. Pat,
Nope.
You're on the bonfire, buddy. What's up, Pat?
Hey, dude.
Hey, yeah. So, I have to admit, I don't know what your friend looks like, so I don't know how
gorgeous. He's fucking gorgeous,
devastatingly handsome.
But continue.
But are you bald?
No, he's got John Turturro hair.
No, perfect. My hair. It's just a paranoia.
All right. So, in somewhat seriousness, actually, here's what you want to do. Here's how you want to approach it. Rogaine and Propecia, which you got to get a prescription for. That's the stuff that's going to help you keep your hair, okay? If you've lost enough hair, that's where you got to look in to have the transplant done. And it'll work. I'm a patient myself, just like those old stupid-ass commercials.
Yeah, you're not only the president, you're also
not just a client.
Did you come out of a pool and then call us to make sure your hair didn't move? You know, they'd always shoot out of the pool missile-like?
It looks like you always got to get Chippendale's hair. That's their only options.
Yeah. You can look like a security guard or an erotic male dancer. It's going to be high and tight.
High and tight, that's right. So doing it the way he's talking about, where they remove the follicle one by one, that's actually a newer technology. That would be the way to go, especially if you like to wear your hair short.
Jacob does. I've noticed Jacob likes to wear his hair short, so yes.
All right, so you got to go with what they call follicular unit extraction, which is taking it out follicle by follicle, as opposed to somebody making an incision, taking out a strip, and then suturing that, because then you get a long scar. So don't do that. You watch those videos,
like
that'll
David
freak
Lee
your
Roth
ass out.
Yeah, I don't want to watch those. But yeah, so Pat, you're saying do the video we just watched is what Jacob should do, and Jacob knows the name, so he knows. I think he's no stranger.
I know everything.
Oh, you know everything.
That's the way to go.
About this.
But remember what I said here, dude. Rogaine and Propecia. You got to do that because that's what's going to help you keep the hair that you've got.
Is that going to make his dick not work?
I heard Propecia will make you have problems.
Pat, can I ask you a question? I have this is not, I mean, it's funny for sure, so it is a joke, I guess, but real talk. I have and it is something I'm insecure about. If I shave my dick totally, it's awful looking. But yet I have very sparse dick hairs. Has anybody come in to have their bush made fuller?
True.
Listen, this is a true story. I am not making this up.
About 7
Since
strangers.
you went there, I'm gonna tell you. We once had a lady who shaved. She went and had her hair removed.
Okay.
Because her boyfriend liked the bald snatch. All right.
Yeah. Is that how she said it to you? My boyfriend likes the bald snatch.
He's like, I'm reading your file right now.
Yeah. He's got a clipper. All right, keep going. Sorry, Pat.
He preferred the bald snatch. She broke up with him and then came in and wanted to know if she could have hair taken from the back of her head and transplanted down onto her twat, and our doctor did it.
Wow. And it was successful?
It was successful.
Yeah. Jay, that's right up your alley. You're a woolly bush guy.
I know. I look at girls sitting there, a girl's commitment to having a bush. That
if you went with her into Pat's office, how much hair would you have requested she put down there? If you're starting with a clean slate.
If you can tell, too, because I have a girlfriend for a couple months that has like a fucking triangle shaved out of the back of her head.
Yeah, or is that like your yeah. I had to give it. Did you cut your hair for Locks for Love? No, Jay wanted me to have a fuller bush.
It's just like a puzzle piece of hair taken out of her back of her head and glued onto her snatch.
It's your brand, Mark? That woman's got a handful of puzzle hair. That's Jay Oakerson's brand.
Did he do was that the thing with the follicle thing, or he took a whole chunk of skin and put it on her pussy?
Or he played a...
Actually, no, what happens is if they take it out as a strip, which she had it done that way because this was about 10 years ago, they took it out as a strip, and then what they do is they put it under video microscopes, and like your boy said, where the follicles have 1 hair, 2 hair, 3 hair, and 4 hair, that's how they divide them up under microscope. So they kind of splice them up, and then they make a real small incision. It's like 0.7 millimeters in size. And then they place the follicle into that little opening.
Oh, wow.
All over her pussy. Wow.
All over. Yep.
I wish I had a before and after on that.
Well,
Christine, see if there's a before and after pussy hair replacement surgery.
That's what Google's good for.
A lot of it looks like girls are doing it because, like, waxing too much to make it really thin, or also girls that just have completely lasered off their pubes and then want them back. That's what it seems to be.
Why is your pussy hair so thin?
I want the kind of money where I can go get, like, dick hair, like, fill-in surgery. That'd be great.
That's crazy money. How much money do you have to have in savings before you go do that?
$100,000.
I'm almost there.
Something nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Like
65,000.
$65. A trip to a clinic. Look at this.
Looks like a
replacement.
It looks like a crop thing when aliens come down.
Well, now it's like if I'm going to see a lady, and now I have to like mascara. I have to mascara in my bush to fill it out.
You have to put Fuller in. You spray that hair stuff that old bald guys did in the 80s. Now I got my bush on for the night.
Spray on hair. You know, it'd be great.
Jay,
too.
come out of the bedroom. I can't. My bush is drying.
No, not right now.
Sitting in front of a fan. No, I'm very happy with my bush level.
Thick.
It's good.
I think mine's sort of like a big guy thing too. Like, you know, the skin's more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I lost a lot of weight in my upper body too, I bet my chest hair is more than it seems.
Gonna be popping.
You know what I mean? It all comes together.
All come together
right now over me.
Take a quick break.
I guess we can. Before we take a break, we go to this because number 33, buddy, not in this girl's heart. Janae from Washington wants to know you're coming back to Washington because she has a crush on you. Go ahead, plead your case, Janae.
Hi, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, am I saying it right, Janae?
Yes, Janae from Tacoma, Washington. Crackle, crackle, guys.
Crackle, crackle, baby.
I'm one of your sheeple, your Corey Feldman sheeple.
Yeah, fuck the H-8ers.
So I bought some sweet VIP tickets for Bumbershoot. Unfortunately, we missed Dan. I did get to meet Morgan and everyone else, but I did see a flyer about Dan coming to Tacoma, and I'll be in Vegas that weekend.
Oh, perfect! Because I had to move Tacoma. I'm going to be in Seattle in January at the new Labs.
Will you come back to Tacoma for us?
Yes, I promise I will.
And I will be seeing you, Jay, in December at Parlor.
Boom.
Parlor Live.
There
That's
it
right.
is.
So you can come and tell me how handsome Dan is. It would not be the first time it's happened.
Hey, Jay.
I have a lot of girls come up to hand me after the show, and they tell me how handsome Dan is.
Thanks. No one tells me. Why doesn't anyone tell me?
They always tell me. Why don't they tell you they think I'm handsome?
They
piece
do.
Of shit.
That's
None
all
of them
they
do.
say. They're always
Shut
like,
Dan.
you look. You know what I get is he seems like he looks so powerful.
I don't need you to build me up. Janae, when you fall in love with me, when you see my stage prowess, good luck. I'm going to tell you to say it to Dan.
I think the only time you lost like half a point of sexiness, Jay, was when you were talking about how much bestiality you've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Janae ain't cool with that.
Well, Janae, I mean, in fairness, I like to I like to research all topics. I like to know a little bit about a lot.
Yeah, you are. You know what? You are a jack of all trades. You are a man of this earth.
I don't jack off all trades, though.
Ah, that's where you stop with the bestiality.
And that's where my stage prowess comes in.
Yeah, we'll be right
Today
back.
we'll see you in December, and Danny will see you in January. And you have a great rest of your day. I have a crush on you now. I think you have a sexy voice.
We have mutual friends. Boom.
Cool. Dan hates you.
I don't hate you at all. That's a lie.
Dan's turned on you like a fucking banjo, like a Wolverine. I told you.
You are a manipulator.
Dan's a muskrat. He'll turn on you in a heartbeat. He's like a raccoon you tried to feed. He nips you.
Dan Soder, if you corner me, I will attack you.
Janae, you have a great day. We'll be right back, everybody. It's the Bonfire.
Let me ask you something. I can't do the whole thing like this. Let me ask you something. Does paying for channels you don't watch make you want to scream a 4-letter word, Jay?
Heck.
There you go. Well, stop it. Just stop. It's time for a skinny bundle that gives you what you actually want and not what you don't. Introducing the new Flex Pack from Dish. You start with over 50 popular channels. You want more? Then add channel packs like locals, varieties, kids, and news. Don't watch? Then don't pay. Call 1-844-CALL-DISH today or visit dish.com to sign up. The new Flex Pack from Dish. It's over 50 popular channels for just $39.99 a month with your first channel pack included. Add more channel packs like locals, variety, kid, news, and more for $10 a month each month. Get the skinny, call 1-844-CALL-DISH or visit dish.com to sign up. Requires credit card this I knew it was going to get me. Requires credit qualification to your
Sparkle Star Blaggers. Sparkle Starts.
Requires credit
quad.
Requires credit qualification to your commitment. Early termination fee and e-auto pay. One TV included. Taxes and surcharges extra. Other restrictions apply.
Call for vacation.
So tough. I need to lay down.
All right. Hey, listen to the Bonfire, folks, on Sirius with Big Soder and Dan Oakerson.
You are listening to the Bonfire.
Oh, right. Yes, you are. Good choice, campers.
And say your names.
Oh, right.
I'll start.
No one cares about us. All right.
Hey, this is Joe List, and that's
Mark Norman here.
And you're listening to the Bonfire
on YKWD Radio.
Deftones. It's Deftones Monday on the Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson. And we've all decided to get chest hair implants.
We're all getting chest hair plugs.
Even Christine. She's going with the boys on this one.
No, she's going for chest hair removal.
Oh.
Yeah. And shave down that Adam's eyeball.
Oh, fuck. I'm remembering something that we're doing on tomorrow's live show from the Village Underground as part of the New York Comedy Festival. Sold out Village Underground tomorrow night, 6 to 8 p.m. You can check it.
Except
you can hear it live.
Except, were you not paying attention during the break there?
No.
There are some new seats available.
Some seats opened up?
Comedy Central asked to hold some seats, and then they were like, fuck coming to that show.
Comedy Central. By the way, remember that one somebody told me that...
Christine was to correct me on that. She's a company girl.
Remember how they... oh, yeah, your company now.
What is it, Christine?
I'm corporate Dan. I get it.
What is it, Christine? What did I say wrong?
Sirius.
You have a microphone.
Sirius asked me to hold seats and then didn't use them, so we're going to be releasing a few more seats tomorrow.
So they're the twats.
She's like, Jay, you are silly. There are overlords.
What corporate fuck stains do I have to hate?
You know what's great, though?
Point me in a direction. I'm biting.
Remember? Why don't you just pull my cord? See me go 0 to 60. I don't give a fuck.
You want to see Dan run buck on this motherfucker?
I punched linoleum the other day just because I was angry. Remember how they said that they put us on in the bathroom at Comedy Central?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're like, we put Comedy Central Radio on. It's serious. I was at Comedy Central on last Wednesday, and it's just, or on Friday, and it was just classical music. And you're like, good
Total
choice.
lie.
You guys definitely, either, if they weren't lying, they tried it, and they're like, this isn't a good idea.
Let's all get pussy hair implants. Yeah. Oh, my.
I work in the religion. No, I don't know.
So I'm just here to do a sales pitch. Dan Soder, where your sexy ass going to be? Hyenas.
Yeah.
In Dallas, Texas. This Thursday, November 3rd through Saturday, November 5th. Get your tickets at dansoder.com. Or if you love typing, you can go to hyenascomedynightclub.com.
You know what I'm excited about is next week. It is next week. is the taping of the second season of Big J. Oakerson's What's Your Fucking Deal for NBC. So it's going to be at the bitter end, November 6th through the 10th. Go to bigjcomedy.com, and if you use the code Bonfire, you get comp tickets.
And
so
the list of performers is out now on the Intero Bang.
So go to the Intero Bang if you want to see everyone who's doing it. I am hosting a show.
Yeah, you're doing audience mic on one show.
Can I say which show I'm doing?
Yeah, you can say.
Monday, early.
Yeah.
Monday at 8 p.m.
So suck on that, society.
So if you didn't want to know, now you do. Monday at 8 p.m.
Just so you know, me and Dan are going to run through our whole thing tomorrow at the live bonfires.
So you're not going to be missing much. Live bonfire, by the way. Usually we record it, then we put it out in a couple weeks, and people
going out live.
It'll be live. We got a bunch of great guests. We got a fun couple things we're going to do. Some fun shticks, and then
some giveaways, maybe.
Some hand.
It's like a guar show. We're going to squirt shit on you.
How great would that be if that became our reputation for live shows?
Bring your ponchos. It's a live bonfire.
When I was a kid, welcome to Splash Mountain, a.k.a. the front row of the bonfire, live bonfire. When I was a kid, I was always really impressed that people brought their own ponchos to Gallagher.
Really?
But I didn't know that Gallagher was shitty comedy. I was like,
You know what's funny? It wasn't terribly shitty comedy.
I just remember the one where he's bouncing around on the giant couch.
Yes, but he did a bunch of that stupid shit that rounded out. But he had well thought out bits for sure. It wasn't bad.
Really? We should do a game where, all right, maybe we can't do it this episode, but we should poll Gallagher jokes and then do
See if we can finish them.
Gallagher or Hicks. And then decide if you can, just by reading the joke.
Okay, but right now, let's see if he's got a funny bit or two. Pull up some Gallagher live.
I mean, not the one where he's on the couch, because I fucking hate that one.
If you pull up Gallagher, too, I'm going to jump over this console.
Know your Gallaghers. You better know your Gallaghers. Black Gallagher on Chappelle was one of my favorite sketches.
Oh.
I got warrants.
That leprechaun's on acid.
Just I got warrants was just one of them.
It's so funny. But, yeah, Gallagher shows were ridiculous, but so are Guar shows to some degree. But it's
was Gallagher the Guar of comedy? Is Guar the Gallagher of music?
Guar was in town today.
They were in the build. See? This is the one that I fucking hate.
All right, well, not the couch one.
I hate the couch one. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I had an itchy couch as a child.
Here you go. Something like this, mad as hell. Turn it up.
If you leave ignorance and stupidity alone, ignorance and stupidity will think it's okay. You have to say to those people, look where you're walking or walk where you're looking. You must. You're my soldiers now. I'm going to send you out into the world to do good.
Tom, pause it. Hey, this sounds like some cult shit. I'm going to sex your wives and give them the seed of the Messiah. Also, want to watch me smash a watermelon?
Together we will walk into the sunset, and we will elevate our minds and spirits into the next astral plane. Now, who wants to see me whack a cantaloupe?
What a great cult. Gallagher cult. He's like, I want you to bathe in the blood of your enemies and see the world for what it is. One long dream now.
I am the only man who could be in your lives. Murder your fathers and firstborn sons. Now. Who wants to see me whack a bag of plums?
I got this giant hammer over here. I call it the arm of destruction. Have you ever been to this guy's cult? He murders.
This guy kills. He's got the biggest couch.
It's crazy.
Play some more of his bit.
The outfit for my soldiers. Some people don't want to get pissed unless they have something to wear. You know how it is. So we have this little tantrum man outfit.
All right, you know what?
Yeah, wait. Remember when you said that he said some good jokes?
All right. And he's also wearing spring shoes.
Yeah.
Well, Christine's loving it.
Fly around the world looking for piss-offs.
Looking for piss-offs?
You don't have to go far. Don't you get mad down at the bank.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not your fiduciary friend. Let me tell you what they do. If you write a check that bounces by accident, hey.
Yeah.
Illegal.
You don't do it on purpose. You don't want the whole world to know you ain't got shit, right?
You're fun.
You write a check by accident, it bounces. What does the bank do? Charge you more. What they know you ain't got any of.
I love Christine Gallagher superfan.
She only respects me and Gallagher.
I get mad buying tires.
She's very particular.
I hate buying tires. They have you at a disadvantage. You need them, and they got them.
Okay.
You know? When you drive in the place,
talks
you know
like
what they do? They
mustache comedy.
Yeah, he talks like every slick weed dealer.
Then what are you going to say?
Come on, baby, what are we doing here? We're going to party, you're going to party. You want to party with some ladies, you're going to have extra weed. You don't buy there's weed just for you, and the ladies are going to come over, they're going to be like, oh, this guy ain't got enough weed for everybody. You got to have weed for the ladies,
This
too.
man can't provide for me.
He keeps talking.
Yeah, and that's when you buy, bam, you got another bag. Now you in the bedroom, you both smoking a joint, but your friends, you got weed in the living room, baby. Come on.
Now you got 3 bags of weed, but your friends are going to be like, yo, we gotta find Gallagher, find out where the extra weed is. But if you have the third bag already out on the table, they just smoked the weed, they got time to kill. You busting off some pussy in the bedroom. Next thing you come out, you guys all smoke weed in between.
And one last thing, whenever you call me, it ain't Gallagher, baby, it's Tantrum Man. I need you to tell me, hey, Tantrum Man, bring me a fit.
Hey, come talk to me on this gigantic couch.
What's up, Jack? I put all my drug money in this couch. That's why it's so big.
Hang on. I'm an informant for the police. Hang on right here. What's up, Officer Johnson? Yeah, I might have seen something going down by the Denny's over on Sunset.
Also, you got any melons you need whacked?
Hey, how many records can I bring you over, if you know what I mean, on Winkety Wink, Officer Johnson?
We just made Gallagher so much cooler.
I'm killing all my competition. Smashing them. What's he actually saying, though?
Nothing. He's actually saying nothing. You tried to say that. Can we get back to the point?
Do his one from Live at Gotham.
He did Live at Gotham?
Clearly.
What?
He hosted.
Live at the Gotham, not Comedy Central's Live at Gotham.
Yeah, Gotham Comedy Live.
Gotham. Say the proper name. I am a graduate of Live at Gotham on Comedy Central.
It's the same exact show.
It is not the same. Jim Jeffries hosted mine. You were there.
I was there.
We got drunk that night.
We did.
Very fun.
Right after your set.
Oh, dude, the best is, I don't know if I've told this story on the show before, but Jay came to my Live at Gotham taping back in 2009. And after my set, we went outside to smoke cigarettes, and he was like, how'd you feel? You know, he's just being super supportive. You know, I looked up to Jay, so it meant a lot. And then he's like, let's go get a drink, man. Let's go get a drink. And we're on 23rd and 8th. And so we walk into this gay bar. It's got the flags out front, and a guy in a tank top's bartending. And what did you say? You go, two shots of Jack Daniels, girlfriend. And he goes, I'm nobody's girlfriend. And then the energy just changed.
Oh, yeah.
And we were
got weird quick.
Yeah, I got weird. Jay goes, 2 shots of Jack Daniels' girlfriend, Jameson.
I thought we were in New York, where a bear could bring his bear cub into a bar.
I was, too. I was so tiny and young.
Bring his hairless. Hey, hairless boy.
Hairless boy.
I was trying to take you in the back there. I'm like, you did a really great job tonight.
Hey, you should drink this. It'll make everything...
Hey, what kind of belt? Is that belt reversible?
Do you want to relax?
Take that belt off.
You should wear basketball shorts under your jeans. You breathe a lot better.
Let's hear what Gallagher does these days.
You ever get on stage, you go to the bank?
Great news. He still has the sledgehammer.
Well, I think he has to. It's part of his cult. How recent is this?
Gallagher is with you.
Oh, dude, he looks like David Crosby.
He really does.
I wrote this song about an ex-wife.
Thank you.
I know that guy. He's a comic.
I'm going to take that as your appreciation of the fact that I didn't die of the
Hold on, pause it real quick.
I've had in the last...
Jesus, is that real? He had 4 heart attacks? Why is he dressed like a drunk uncle at New Year's? That's the New Year's.
Who do you think's going to do better, him or Vinny Goggle?
Oh, when we did Vinny from the Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
I think I think it's going to be close.
Let's check it out.
All right.
15 years. You're young people. You think this is all in the future and you don't need to worry about it now. But it's in the future.
Pause. I mean, he is real on some drunk uncle shit right now.
You fucking faggots running around. No,
stop it. No, Uncle,
stop it. I'm
Uncle
fine.
Gallagher, stop
I'm
it.
fine. Sorry, you homosexuals, whatever you queers want to be called now.
Uncle Gallagher, stop it.
I'm good. I'm just talking to him.
He's my best friend.
To him. James is having a good time. I like when they put the other guy on the spot. James is having a good time talking to me.
Look at the glasses. I mean, this looks like a full-on. Rewind it a little bit.
James, you having fun or no?
Tell him you're having fun.
James, tell him you want to talk to me.
No, don't have to play this. You can skip ahead.
Oh my God, you went so far back. Had 15 heart attacks, all the way down to little heart attacks.
Big watermelon money wants me dead.
It's all conspiracy about
big watermelon.
It's all fruit conspiracy.
Big fruit wants me taken down. Big produce.
Now, I've been warring with the produce party since the 80s. And they've always 4 heart attacks. You don't think that's a little weird for a guy that doesn't eat fruit?
Yeah, start eating it. Stop smashing it.
Because I didn't know I was having a heart attack. This you could learn from this. It feels, because God, what an idiot. He puts your heart next to your stomach so you can't tell if you're about to die or need to fart.
Christine's
I think if
super
I had died...
I think someone's here. There's a tattooed man at the door.
Puerto Rican kicking around outside.
I don't know. There's a guy here.
Mark face. Do your thing. Oh, great. He's tripping on wires by the door. That's not very security.
You're the worst security, Merkface. You just trip.
Hey, Holmes. Hey, Holmes. You got a problem, bro?
You see the knife going on?
Wrong studio, Holmes.
Wait, hold on. Merkface, I like
somebody he throws under the bus right now. He goes, no, they're just kidding, but these guys really are racist. They hate Gallagher. They really hate Gallagher. Hey. Guesties are here.
Hey.
What's up?
We're just watching Gallagher.
We're just checking out some Gallagher.
Some recent Gallagher.
This is radio. Should we take a break then? Should we take a quick break and then we'll come back and we'll introduce our guests?
Yeah, we'll beat on Uncle Gallagher later.
We'll beat up on Uncle Gallagher in a little bit, everyone. Oh, Kim Jong-il. Is he back in the news? Dan, let's take a fucking break.
Oh, yeah.
Bonfire.
And now back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the Deftones, back to school. It is the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Big J. Oakerson, Dan Soder, coming at you. Coming at you. Mornings.
Yeah, you were real early 2000 morning zoo.
You're listening to the Bonfire.
Going down the studio right now. We've got some ladies giving away the morning route.
Yeah.
Nailing it.
Like weather and traffic.
Yeah.
Route 1's a little plugged up right now. We have an awesome guest in town. My old buddy, Lynn Shawcroft, is here, everybody.
How are you guys doing? Good to be here.
Thanks for coming in.
I love a good bonfire.
It's a good bonfire.
Are they legal?
Bonfires? I don't think they are they? Probably never, anywhere.
And probably we'd be more of a trash fire than a bonfire.
Christine, you said you
Tires
grew up...
burning.
Yeah.
Christine, you grew up beach garbage. When you lit those fires on the beach, was that okay? Were you allowed to do that?
There's a beach called Dockweiler that's right where LAX is, and there's fire pits there. So you go down to Dockweiler.
So you used to just burn shit by the airport?
Like you just know there's actual fire pits on the beach, and you go, and the planes go right over you, and you can do a bonfire out there.
Sit there and dream of flying away to another place one day. I'm going to be on one of those planes one day, and I'm going to get to Ireland.
It's very that Wayne's World scene where they're just like, oh, it's a lot like that.
Except with a bonfire.
With bonfire.
In a drainage. On concrete drainage.
Christine's got such the life of a person who bangs a part-time volleyball instructor on the beach, where it's we're gonna go bury a kegger.
Summer's out.
You want to bury a kegger and listen to this bootleg I got a Sublime live?
Monday Fun Day.
There's some Sublime. Lou, you are all over it, buddy.
How many puka shell necklaces were around you at any given time?
A lot. Those, I feel like those were in style for a little bit, but the guys didn't really wear
Weren't they in style for the guys that acted like they lived in California but never did, and maybe they're trying to emulate that?
Probably. Yeah. It was probably more in style.
They bought it at a
311. Family.
Bought it at a 311 concert.
How many friendship bracelets you find in your puss the next morning? My favorite colors.
You go to the gynecologist. I've got 4 friendship bracelets stuck up there with a tampon.
2 of them are made of twine.
Yeah. That kid was super mellow.
I did wear twine wrapped around my neck when I was 15.
Just twine.
You like a strip of twine and then like 4 or 5 other necklaces with it.
Did you fancy it in anything? Just a strip of twine?
No, just tied the twine. I wrapped it 3 times and tied it.
She
I
was
thought it
raw,
was awesome.
burlap.
In case you had to
survive.
in case you had a bull ride on the fly.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I got to wrap it around. I don't lose my grip.
I get a resin, so I got to use twine.
They call me Christine 8 Seconds
I think
Evans.
that was more of like a witch thing. I think like a practical
Yeah, have you
magic-y.
noticed, like younger girls like they go through a very really weird witch stage, like where they're like, I remember holding seances and be like, Dad, who's dead? And he's like, Jack Benny. And I'm like, who's that? So you
try to
girls got witchy around.
Christine wants to put
between
on
7 and
flowy
10.
dresses and spin around the Stevie Nicks
Stevie
songs all day.
Nicks.
Yeah. Of course, it's part of it. Did you grow up
Ouija
in
boards.
Did you grow up in a city atmosphere or like?
I grew up in a suburb.
Where at?
I'm from Canada originally, so I grew up in a suburb, and then I grew up in England and a bit of a country gent.
Oh,
so there's a
really?
mix there. Suburban gent?
It's still very naturey, though.
It's not super urban.
Yeah, you didn't grow up in an urban environment.
Yeah.
So you were like...
like no gangs.
Were you more hippy-dippy growing up, would you say?
I
or
was
were you
punk.
Like, punk?
Yes.
Oh,
Had a
England's the
Waddy
place for that,
Buchanan
huh?
exploited in a mohawk.
Oh, wait, did you say London or England you went to?
England. Like when I turned like 10 or 11, we moved to England, but I used to get too excited about things and get headaches. So like I came home from school one day and they're like, we're moving to England. I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. They're like, right now. So that was it. We left.
Jesus. That day?
Yes.
Were they on the lamb?
Yeah. Oh my God, come to think of it, I don't know. But I think it was because I would have gotten
She's
too
like, no. Well, we did murder our gardener.
Yeah, that was weird how he
There
disappeared.
But, yeah.
They just come home with a suitcase to go, grab what you love the most and put in this bag. But I'm not. We
grew up
just
here.
have to go, Lynn. We have to go.
But I think that's a little mean. Like, there's no assumption that I had friends to say goodbye to, rituals.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Pets to bury. Like, nothing. It was like, yeah.
You had pets and you just left them
Pets
on
to bury?
No.
You were going to kill them? He goes, let me kill the pets and bury them before we leave.
Let me at least give them a decent death.
Back then, it wasn't about the kids.
Puddles. Look at the sunset.
Yeah, they didn't give a shit about the kids.
I was definitely a seen and not heard family. Now it would be like, do you want us to move to England? We'll talk about you. Now they wouldn't even tell me. We'd be like moving to other countries.
Did you love it there? Is that major culture shock?
My parents were English, but I'm a chameleon.
Okay. So you just blended right in.
Yeah. But I just think like back when I was a kid, like kids weren't as like honored or listened to or involved in any decisions. But anyway.
My mom, I think, gave me a little bit of a decision because she was a single mom and I was an only child. And she was like, and we lived in Denver and she's like, hey, I'm going to have to take a pay cut or we're moving to Tampa. And I was like, come on, lady. Just stay it out. Let me stay mountain trash.
That's amazing.
Don't make me Florida trash.
See, she
Let me
talked
keep
to
out. Yeah.
I don't have the torso tan for it.
Yeah. Oh, Trish, you know I can't wear tank tops. I need you to go full Denver for the rest of the time we're here. That's what it was.
My mom wasn't big on decisions with me either. Like she was one day I stayed at my grandmom's house and I came home the next morning and she was like, hey, I went to a club last night. This is Joe. And then 3 weeks later, she was like, Joe's moving in. And then a month later, she goes, I'm pregnant with Joe's kid. You're going to have a brother. You're not an only child. I swear to God.
Dude, that is...
Then my brother was 6, and she goes, now I'm marrying Joe.
Did it really go...
It's the exact order.
Did
in
you
3
ever,
months?
Call Joe Dad?
Oh, yeah. We can get my mom on the horn. She could probably tell me better.
That's hilarious.
3 months, like, hey, boom, here's Joe. Joe lives here. Joe's got a kid coming, too.
Is there a way to get my mom on the horn?
We want chronology.
We can
and
get
then
a timeline
has
on
there
this.
ever been, Joe, were you ever Joe, now we're getting married?
But see, I feel like that's much more in your face than what my mom did. That's way more honest than what
I feel
my
like
mom
you got
did.
some earthiness, mom, child. There's
No, my mom did this thing where
Earthy?
No, earthy. She had my godfather move in as our roommate, and then after a while, I was like, I think they're banging.
What does that even? Oh, that's a bit.
Yeah, it's like Hamlet.
God, they can't go in a car together in case they die together, but they can have sex. I mean,
yeah, it's crazy.
It's all legit, I suppose.
It is.
Yeah.
It's all logistics.
Yeah.
It's all. Oh, are you getting her on the phone?
Is Joe still around?
Yeah, Joe is.
Joe's still
I
killing
love Joe
it.
now.
No,
Do you
Joe's
like
the best.
I love Joe.
Joe's a great dude.
No, no
She
gripes
goes
with
to
Joe
the
at all.
Disco brings home Joe.
Yeah, and Joe was like a power lifter, so she brought home the security force too. Jay couldn't cut it on the security end, but now he
Is there a baby from Joe and your mom?
There's several babies.
Whoa. Are
Yeah.
you the only
They
baby from not Joe, but just the mom?
From my mom and dad, I'm the only one. Then my
Got you.
dad's got 2 in Ohio.
Oh my God, Modern Family.
It's pretty white garbage.
It's pretty great. I met Jay's dad and his brother at his special taping.
Which special?
For his Comedy Central Hour special taping.
That just came out recently.
Yeah, you can get on
good.
iTunes, live at Webster Hall. And
live at Webster Hall? Did you like it there?
Yeah, I loved it there.
So I met him at the after party, and the only way I can describe Jay's brother, and that's what I said to Jay after I met him, I go, it's like you if you had a dad.
Yeah.
He had like a polo shirt tucked in, and he's like, hey, how are you? I'm like, good, normal Jay.
He looks like
is it all sanded around the corners and a little...
It's all like a frat rapist, but like didn't have to rape, just has that streak in him.
He's wearing a Sicilian horn necklace.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God.
He had a horn laying
Very nice guy.
Laying in his chest beef. No, great guy.
Does he read books like on I'm gonna make it and like things like that? Maybe inspirational quotes.
Very
with the
possibly.
Suits, maybe?
Very
That's
possibly.
a very good guess. I don't know. I can't give you that answer.
I think he's a confident kid. Yeah,
that's it.
I think. Yeah, there he is.
See,
yes. Oh
Jay
my God,
with a dad.
yes. That's exactly you with a dad.
I know. That's me with a wig next to him.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, that's exactly it. I would never wear a vest and a tie like that or anything. But you know. Yeah, they're also very like.
I think I don't know what to wear. My girlfriend picks my clothes, and then he is fully decked out.
I don't go through their shit, but I'm guaranteed there's a picture of them all holding beers together or something like that, like shit like that.
You know, I'm an only child, and my parents didn't procreate after me.
What do you mean by parents? Wasn't there the single mom? Where was the dad at that point?
My dad left when I was 4.
Turkey baster in the basement of a fucking rundown mental asylum.
He was like, my menses, get out.
No, he was in San Francisco. He was in the Bay Area. I was in Denver. And then,
were you brought up anti-dad until you grew up into a teen and then saw that it was okay and then you became a man yourself?
No, he died when I was 14.
Yikes.
And it was pretty anti-dad.
Killed himself because Dan didn't make the football team.
Is that true?
He said I wasn't. He said my 40 wasn't fast enough.
Is that true?
No.
His last words were, "I should have banged the black."
Yeah. He said that big head for nothing.
But like you could like go between Denver and San Francisco.
That's what I did. Yeah,
that's fun.
Because my grandma lived out there, so I mean, I still go to San Francisco.
Don't throw Grandma in the mix.
I'm always throwing Nana in the mix. That's the matriarch. She's the one that keeps shit moving. What do you look? Oh, you got the number?
I'm trying to give him a different number now.
Giving her work phone?
No.
Do we get to hear her work voice? Hey, this is Tara.
Hey, Tara.
Hey, Tara.
What does your mom do? Does she still work, or have you not?
She still works. Yeah, she still works. I'm not that kind of well known.
Wait, are your parents still in England?
My mom died when I was 3. My very first memory.
All right. That's your very first memory?
Yes. And then my dad was British. Oh, actually, my dad just died last month, so I was weirded about talking about it.
Okay.
No, that's okay. So my parents were British. My mom died when I was young. Then I had an evil stepmom. Then we moved back to England.
Was she British?
Yes.
So she had like the evil stepmom, like.
Yes.
Did you have the evil stepsisters?
Yes.
They like sweep the floor.
Yes.
British accents. It was all terrible.
The prince is gonna eat mutton out of me
weird
puss.
Stuff like this. Just for example, she had 2 kids. My dad had kids. Devastated. They both came from things, but like I would literally have to wrap my stepsister's presents the night before for under the tree, and none for me. Like
what?
And stuff their stockings.
Shut up!
Yes.
Are you serious?
I'm deadly serious.
Did you ever do mean shit?
She was horrible. She was ridiculous.
Did you ever do mean shit to get back at that though? Would you like fart in your stocking or something?
No, because I was like obsessed with her, but like I hadn't seen her in years. And then when I was married to Mitch Hedberg, great comedian who's coming on vinyl.
Yeah, coming out on
just
vinyl
once
this Friday.
I was telling him about it, and she still had my old phone number, and all of a sudden I looked over and Mitch was like, "Hey, this is Lynn Shawcroft's husband. You were fucking mean to her, and I don't fucking like it." Like, and it was like after 20 years of never seeing him.
No shit.
Yes.
Which that's a great husband move.
It's a great husband move, but it's kind of also a weird thing too. Like when it's all said and done, it's kind of like
I know she's like, who is that?
Hello?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Like, what?
They didn't have like raw accents. They kind of had like middle of the road posh accent. Posh accent, but I didn't know why.
But evil
is that more like
fun to make her
Lynn, clean me room, you will.
Oh,
yes.
I'm Lynn's evil
Lynn, you're better at cleaning there for everybody else. That's why you have to do it.
Oh, that's
mind tricks.
Oh, what a bitch.
She's awful.
Oh, you're better at it?
Yeah, that's how she'd be. Like she'd be like, "Oh, you do it the best." So that's why I've been having.
Jay hates the British. So
my stepfather used to make me a human blender. He used to want milkshakes, vanilla bean ice cream in a cup, a tall glass, and he wanted me to like pour milk in it and like stir it with a spoon.
Yeah.
That's
Like
what I was
your own
thinking of
mortar
for.
and
And it was so, I mean, it was like...
Trish the Dish used to make me...
it's crazy. And he would just tell me I was better at it than doing it than he was.
Trish the Dish
That's
used...
pure manipulation.
She used to make me grade fresh Parmesan cheese because she said my tiny hands were better at holding the cheese.
Oh my god!
And my knuckles would get all bloody because you're rubbing up against...
Because your hands are too tiny.
They were using positive reinforcement for evil, and I think they're all fucking assholes.
My mom was like, "Dad, do the Parmesan cheese." I was like, "Can I watch wrestling?" And I was
Dad,
bleeding,
you're the
watching it,
best with that cheese.
Ow!
I've always hated grating. I've always
it's the
hated
worst.
grating. It hurts. How many times have you ripped your skin?
So much that I feel like there's like scar tissue on my hands from doing it as a
From
child.
the grating days.
As Lynn brought up, she was the great Mitch Hedberg, the wife of Mitch Hedberg, whose complete album, the vinyl collection, coming out this Friday, November 4th. So make sure you go get it. And there's going to be a memorial show tomorrow at
Caroline's.
Caroline's
going to be
Comedy
awesome.
Hour. No, Caroline's Comedy on Broadway.
Yeah, as part of the New York
Clips
Comedy
I've
Festival.
never shown before. Some really amazing clips.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are tickets still available?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
But they're going fast.
NewYorkComedyFest.com, NYComedyFest.com, and then check out those tickets.
Cool.
And then we can all go back to talking about how our parents made us do shitty things. Trish used to make her drinks too.
Wait. When did you call her Trish to her face, or now that you're a lad? Oh,
now that I'm an adult.
Is she still alive?
Yeah, she's very much alive.
Do you talk to her every day? Like, is there a texting? Would you
No.
text her? Do you text your mom?
Oh, yeah. I just
talked to my
texted
mom.
I can tell you're a product of a family. I don't know what that means, but I just can tell.
Yeah, weird family. Like I said, it was very not very traditional for sure. We weren't like a sit down, everyone has dinner together.
See, Trish and I were.
But you love each other.
Definitely love in the house for sure. Yeah, my mom started fucking queefing out kids when I was 11 years old, like back to back,
How many
every
she-
4 years.
how many?
She has 3 more after me.
She three-peated?
She 3-peated. Yeah, I have 2 sisters
She had a
and a
run.
brother.
She's like, "We got a second one."
We
You
got her on? Hang on. Mom?
Where's Trish?
Mom, hello?
Hello.
Hi, Mom. Mom,
Hey.
you're on the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Which was your favorite labor?
Which was her favorite labor? That's my friend Lynn Shawcroft.
How are you?
That's her first question for you. She wants to know, what was your favorite labor with your children? Mine was long,
None
right?
of them.
None of them? You hate them all? Were you epidurals every time?
No.
Really? Oh, you're so gangster.
Oh my god, hardcore.
No shit. Oh, we just beat.
Has there ever been a close to on the cab on the way to the thing?
There was, because I had to go in the delivery room. I watched my
You delivered
sister.
yourself.
No, I watched my sister be born, and then kept looking after she came out. Oh no, when she was coming out, I was kind of watching it happen.
Yeah,
Jesus.
the miracle of life.
And they were like, "You could stay." And then I saw them do the episiotomy, where they made my mom. They turned my mom's V into her A.
From 2 to 1.
Oh man, they opened her up big.
Oh, how are you
And,
still hurting, or are you okay? Are you sitting down?
No, I've seen my stepfather's piece. She needed the extra room.
I feel gross about this. I think you're a lovely lady.
Mom, you are a lovely lady.
Thank you.
The question, we were calling to get a timeline here. We were talking about our life trails here of what's going on.
Like when we're kids and parents are doing your thing, to us it seems like you're just like, and we're moving, and here's your dad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Lynn
I
was
would
saying-
love
Lynn
kind
was
of
saying-
a chronology of how it all went down.
Lynn came
Yeah.
home from school one day, and her parents were moving to England from Canada, and they just did it that day.
Like that afternoon.
Dan's mom just made the decision that, what was yours? such pious.
Single mothers, so they discussed.
Yeah, but
they used to discuss it out. She used to give
So
me more
how
of a
did
choice.
she let me
choose
chronology of
Tampa or
Joe?
Denver.
Tampa or Denver, and you stayed in Denver. Mom, I said, I came home one day from Mom's house, and I call her Mom.
Yeah,
you
that's
gonna
fine.
judge
My
me?
grandma?
You
I'm not
giggled,
judging you
you
at all.
giggled at it. I feel like you did, though.
I love it because it makes me, it warms my heart when
I
you
came home from Mom's house.
He laughed that laugh of like, and you think you're a comedian. Like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of like.
I didn't laugh that laugh at all. I said,
I came back from Mom's house one
It was
day,
this.
and I said, you were like, hey, I met Joe at a club last night. Meet Joe. And then 3 weeks later, Joe lived with us. And then like 2 months later, you were pregnant with Bobby. Is that about the right timeline?
Yeah, that's about it. That's about right.
That's what he said.
Well done.
Mom, you're the best.
Aww.
Everyone thinks you're going to be so uptight and worried about all this, but I try to tell them, in the 80s, you were running rampant. I mean, anyone with a mullet and a fedora can get a whirl. Yeah?
No.
No, okay. Well,
there it is. That's where Terry gets the line. She's like, that's the line.
Dude, my mom used to bring me on dates. It was the funniest goddamn thing in the world.
I did.
Yeah, we went to the
drive-in,
we went to New Jersey.
or like
here's the
Coke houses.
Here's a picture. My mom had me when she was 19.
Oh,
so my mom's pretty young
I'm
still.
jealous of that.
My mom's not 60 yet. So when I was a kid, picture 20 years ago. I remember I remember my mom in her 20s even. So going on a date with her and a guy who was dressed like Kirk Cameron from Growing Pains, like the New Jersey.
Yeah.
A guy wearing a
But
piano.
your dates were probably caught up into the trends that you can afford with your pocket money, kind of thing.
And it was all just about her getting me to bed early.
Yeah.
So she could
early bedtime.
Oh yeah, so she could rock out with one of these guys. I think she banged one guy to get our electronics.
Oh my God! Did you break down?
Not true. That's when you stayed with your grandmother.
There it is. But you know what? That's pretty much the knowledge of if you're staying at another person's place. Like if I knew if I was sleeping at Scott Thompson's house, Trish was getting down.
Yeah, Trish was getting late. Well,
if Angie was watching me until 9 or 10 o'clock, this guy still had more work to put in.
Well, let me tell you
things
something.
are going haywire in a Cadillac outside.
If I could tell you something about my mom, then if you guys want any idea how much action she was getting. For about 3-year period, most of my friends thought I lived at my grandmother's house. So,
God, mother.
Tara was fucking tearing through her
When she
park.
found Joe, it was done. Bang, bang, bang. Literally.
Yeah.
You were only there on my one night off.
Yeah.
My one night off that I had a week.
I could always tell when you had a goodie the night before because you'd let us get fried seafood platter from Alpha's.
Post-coital fried seafood.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. My mom had a lot of dude friends, and I do believe she was like the dumb, dippy 20-something-year-old.
What was her job? Was it social?
Your job, yes, was social. Retail. She was
got you, yeah.
Retail and the formal wear, like tuxedo rental
Did you ever
place.
work retail? I worked in retail for once, and I got fired after 2 days because they told me to wash that thing where you hang the jeans, and I washed it, but I didn't take the jeans off first. And
So you had to
just hose down new jeans?
Spraying the cleaner on the rack, and they're like, get out.
Well, my mother would have had to be the Jew who fires you for that. So
I didn't know you were Jewish.
She is Jewish. Oh yeah, my mom was she was dating a radio DJ for a long time. So
what?
Did you date a Yom Kippur?
What does that mean? If she wanted to, if this guy wanted any action in the middle of the day, he'd have to go. And this is going out to Jason over at Smalls Formal Wear. It's Thriller by Michael Jackson, and he was just probably greasing up his pig in the studio, getting ready for my mom.
Easy.
But you would lose your shit.
Oh, I'd be so excited.
Yeah, so it worked.
Oh, he brought me home 45s of Toto. What? It was so
You
great.
were called Jason. That's the only thing that...
My mom calls me Jason.
It was great having a DJ in the family at that point, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Are you going to have lawyers, doctors, DJs?
Oh, yeah. Dude, my mom's boyfriend was a postman.
Hackers.
He was like a mailman. That's the worst.
But we
wear those shorts.
There's something kind of zen about that.
There's nothing zen about that.
Really?
He was so angry when he got home. He always was so mad. He'd be like, well, let me tell you what's going on in this neighborhood. You're like, Joe, I need you to pump the brakes. Jay got good Joe. I got bad Joe.
Dan had a bad Joe. Yeah, Joe, even every way, I never even thought about this. Dan had to go every weekend to watch Joe do his over 50 men's swim league meets.
What?
Yeah.
But with my Joe, we had to shave his entire body down.
So much more fun.
And then
there was a swimming connection.
No swimming though.
Shaving the body.
That is a connection there. But we had to shave down Joe, put this crazy shirt on him, and then take him to go to bench press competitions.
But you know what that is? That is such a trust fall that you let your stepson shave you. Joe, I had to watch him just paddle around.
Did you have, like, a stopwatch in your hand?
No, nothing. I never got
just
involved.
watching?
I had to watch him breathe heavy when he walked over us in the bleachers, and it was always uncomfortable because he'd be like,
Little Dan had to yell at lap.
to 12.
Yeah, and Jay had to shave his stepfather's back. That was always fun.
Yeah, but that's great though. That's like a trust fall.
It was seasonal. It was seasonal work.
That's like higher end bonding.
Yeah, mine was.
That's like from the jungle stuff.
Didn't he have everybody doing it at once, though? Didn't he have you and Bobby and everybody shaving them down at the same time to get it done?
Oh, yeah, it was like
this at any point.
It was like a washing a baby elephant or something. Like, we were all just shaving him down. He was in such good shape.
Just talking about this. Yeah, we were talking about this today, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, about shaving down Joe? Is it about that time?
Does he still shave?
Does he still shave down?
Only during the summer.
He's a 50-something-year-old man.
I bet that
only during the summer when he wants to. No, actually, he did it a couple of weeks ago before we had to go to our conference down the shore.
Oh, really? Shaved down
why.
for a conference?
I have no idea.
For a medical conference?
That's a pretty big conference. Down the shore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. It was an interesting thing growing up, my mom being so young when she had me, though, because
I think that would be really interesting.
I watched her go from, like, dating to Joe to going to college. Like, she went back to college, and now she's like a medical professional, respiratory therapist.
When you look at it now, like, when you see a 19-year-old, I'm like, oh, my God, get home, you're a child. You're like,
That's almost my point of going on these dates with my mom, though. She'd be with a guy who I would laugh at now at how young and doofy he is, but my mom's on a legit date with him.
Yeah. Like, no, I'm trying to find love.
Hey, my name's Derek, little guy.
See,
for whatever reason, the young guys wanted to go out with me. I have no idea.
And I'll give you 2 reasons. Those big old Jew titties flapping around your chest.
And your hot child.
She was so skinny at these huge titties. Oh, people were all about them.
It's always an interesting comment about the super skinny with the big boobs.
I remember.
Like, what's that all about?
I remember not having any thought behind this until I got older, but when one time she sent me away to an uncle's house for a week.
Yeah.
Because she was going away with a girlfriend to the Bahamas. And when she got back, I was going through her pictures, and nothing dirty, but it's like, in hindsight, I'm like, so here's me and Joanne when we did this, and it's all fucking teased hair and bangs and shit.
Yeah.
She goes, this is when me and Joanne did this, and this is when me and Joanne went on the banana boat, and this. He goes, and this is like Todd and Jeff, these 2 guys we were hanging out with, and then like see Todd and Jeff, and they're all in the bed like laughing, and they're like, as soon as that camera went off, it was just Corona bottles in the shitter, and like,
come here, the neon glasses with the neon on the side.
So you girls are from Philly, huh? That's pretty cool.
Feathered bangs, and this is your first time in the Bahamas.
City of brotherly love, right?
Pretty cool. I live in Sunnyvale.
What?
Isn't that when I came home and found the voicemail message? You were upset calling me from Florida.
Yeah.
Because you thought I got eaten off of the banana.
I saw Jaws 4 while I was in Florida. My mom's in the Bahamas where it takes place, and the shark ate a banana boat full of people. My mom told me that day she's going banana boating. I'm freaking out. My mom's getting double.
This conversation with any member of a family. I'm going banana boating. It just.
My mom's getting double finger diddles on a bed in the Bahamas while her son's crying that she's dead.
Crying tears,
Mom's on a banana boat.
It was before caller ID, but if it was, she would have looked at it and been like, he'll wait. Finish up, Jeff.
Banana boat.
Yeah, that is fucking crazy.
Oh, my God.
She was a young girl.
My dad was so British, I don't think he ever had wet hair in his life.
Really?
And never has been naked till he got dementia. And he was constantly, but like, so British to the bone.
So
like,
always buttoned up?
Never been on a banana boat. Like, it was, like, you wouldn't even understand it.
Trish was always on business trips.
Oh,
because my mom had me when she was 35, so she was older, and so
and
by
you're
the time
only child,
wow. So I was more like, that's why I said it was like a roommate vibe the entire time. She's like, I have a meeting in Dallas, you'll be staying here. I'm like,
son,
yes, mother.
We could be.
What am I supposed to do about the Pepsi in the refrigerator? May I drink all of it? You may.
Are these your Pepsis only?
The Crystal Pepsi situation in the refrigerator.
One of my favorite things about Joe.
Your parents were amazing when they were a kid. For some reason, I don't know how my dad did it, but he made it like he somehow convinced me that like sodas or pops were so expensive we couldn't afford them.
That's what my mom made it seem like. And I looked at them and
like they were like 20 cents, you motherfucker.
My mom made it seem like it was.
I thought they were like $80. Like,
yeah.
Like maybe we had money. Like I don't know how they pulled that off.
I would covet them.
Yes.
Like I would take one and I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go hide it.
I know. That's my full.
My stepfather would get into the weirdest things that like our house was always though full of like that thing you'd want that they would say you couldn't have like all of.
No.
Like we only
Silly
have
putty.
It'd always be like we only have a 6-pack of soda, so like don't drink the sodas. They're Joe's. It's always like Joe would be like, it sounds so stupid and not real, but it's very real. Mom, you there still? You could attest to this. He'd be like, yeah, I'm in the ginger ales now. So it's like we'd always have those baby bottles of ginger ales.
Yeah,
but like 24 of them at all times in the house, always. And then it just go away, and then I'd be like,
you lived a dream child.
But then he'd be like, now I'm in the ginger snaps. And I'm not making any of these up. And our house always had ginger snaps for a while. And then like one day, hey guys, My new thing's London broil. And then we had London broil like a ton. It was
Joe going through so many things.
Joe probably needs therapy to answer all these questions.
I like
it's just amazing how your house worked, because my mom would always adapt to what her boyfriend liked. One of her boyfriends, Randy, liked Crystal Light. So all of a sudden there's just gallons of Crystal Light in our refrigerator. I'm like, he had clown hair. I hated him. I got a good bet off him, but he sucked. He had the cul-de-sac hair.
I feel for Randy a little bit.
Now he was like a theater nerd.
Yes,
and he'd always be like,
Crystal Light.
I would come home from football practice and he'd be like, you know what I used to do in high school was my friends would be in plays and we'd go to the back of the room and heckle. And I just had like a concussion from playing football. Okay, Randy.
So your mom dated the best named guys to fucking hate every time.
Yeah, the one that I liked the most, my stepdad that had a 4-year shift, Nick, was the best guy, and that's a good name, Nick.
Nick was good.
Like whip up like Nick, tall, young,
6'6",
smart.
older dude, really deep voice, looked like a shaved Yeti. He'd always, hey, Dan, and then he fucking built shit in our garage. He built my mom.
Oh, I like those. They go off.
He built her something.
He built her a 1970 MGB in our garage.
A car?
A car. Straight up built a car by going and getting pieces.
Dude, Joe couldn't change a spark plug. He has no idea. Oh, and then Joe is the opposite of handy. And he's a hairy Italian, which are usually the best carpenters.
What's Joe doing right this second, do you think?
What is Joe doing right this second? London broil?
London broil or power
cleans? Let me revisit
What's Joe doing?
Snaps?
He's watching TV, playing the guitar.
Oh, that's awesome. What song on the guitar?
That could have been a better answer. Joe doesn't really play the guitar, but he's always playing the guitar. He'll never play
He actually can. He's actually pretty good at it.
Don't make it sound like we're talking shit about him. I don't want to fight the guy when I come home. He still lifts a lot.
That's going to be great. He gets home, Joe's going to be like, hey, Jay, what are you saying on your radio show?
She goes, no, I don't think he's a faggot. He seems like he's having a good time playing the guitar.
I don't think you could beat him up, Jason. I don't really think you
just set me up for a war with Joe. No, it's just like, he doesn't really play, but he just kind of like, he just noodles on the guitar a little bit.
That's so great.
Do you know what I mean?
Has Joe gone through a depression? Like, life's a piece of shit, it all means nothing? No.
I don't think so,
He's still noodling on the guitar. I like it.
But it's very
Let's
ADD.
bring him down.
It's very ADD. Where he's like watching a game and he's like, play. But he's not like writing a song. He's going like, I'm going to play the opening chords to Take It Easy by the Eagles.
Doesn't every chord, I don't play guitar, but every chord I do sounds like the beginning of Help, but that's a really hard chord to do.
Yeah. That's a good one, though. Yeah.
It's like really like you need 10 guitars to do it, but I can seem to pull it off in
one swipe,
and I don't even know what I'm doing.
But it kind of falls in the line with what I was telling you about It kind of falls in line with what I was saying about my house growing up, though, where I said I said, Mom, before you got on the phone, there was a lot of love in the house, but it wasn't traditional. Like everybody sits down and has dinner together. Anything like that. So that really be what it was.
That only got invented about 40 years ago.
Like I would have had a cheesesteak, and Joe would have eaten cereal, and someone else would have made like a French bread pizza, and exactly that. It's like I'm watching like a Sixers game, and Joe's sort of watching it and playing guitar.
That sounds great.
It's like very
yeah, pretty much.
Was there noise all the time in the house?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
100%. And my thing was because I was young and I babysat my brother and sisters, as kept farting out these kids.
Yeah.
I was the in-house babysitter, but because my parents, my stepfather at one point after I met my mom and she was in college, he's like a weightlifter, kind of lunkheady guy, you would think, but he's oddly like a savant, genius academic.
Really, Joe?
Joe, no lie there at all.
Joe keeps morphing in my head from thing to thing, but now the savant part.
I'm telling you, he's like a weird academic.
Has he ever had a hobby that he took too far? Like, does he like build ships in a bottle, or does he not bother with that stuff?
He noodles guitar.
Nope, none of that.
He noodles guitar.
That's what he does. But I'm telling you, it's weird. His mind, the way his mind works. And my mom, I thought she'd have almost been insulted by this because he really did do it amazingly. My mom made a vow when Pop died. Right? You're like, I'm going to go back to school. Correct?
Yeah, I did.
She goes back to school, so my stepfather meets her, and he's like a gym rat. Yeah. There's Joe. My stepfather meets her.
I love Joe.
My stepfather meets my mom.
Cute.
He works at like GNC and has like young guy jobs.
Yeah.
Who, Joe?
Yeah, but when my mom gets pregnant, he basically goes like, he's like, I guess I'll go to college and get a real job then. It's more like, what do you do? And she's like, I'm going to be a respiratory therapist. He's like, yeah, I'll just do that. And he just like went and like just 4-0'd his way through college, and like he got offered to go to all these medical schools and stuff. He's like, nah, I'm just gonna do this.
Wouldn't that be amazing to be like, not to have the hyper anxiety? Like, did I choose the wrong path? Oh my god! Like I'm like, oh my god, my Olympic dream, I never filled it. Should I do it now? Like, you know what I mean? Like he's enjoying his thing.
He could have chose anything. I've always wondered.
He could have chosen anything.
I like that.
We'll have to have Joe on another episode one day and ask him if he regrets like not even, because it didn't matter about the family.
Don't bring up regrets in a person, because it's don't. But yeah.
Do you ever think Joe could have been a neurosurgeon? Because we may need one in the family one day. Just let him think about it. Write a song about that, you underachieving asshole.
Absolutely. Now he's going to sit here and because he's wondering what I'm talking about, and he knows I'm talking about.
I want Joe to be like, I think I was said it a bit earlier, but like everybody always says they want a lawyer and like a plumber. I think like having a computer hacker in the family.
True.
Let's get Joe on the hacking.
I agree.
I think that's I'd love to be like, oh yeah, my cousin's a fucking hacker. Like,
yeah.
He's not computer savvy like that.
Probably be really good at it.
Yeah, but he's
like
not.
If we just get him a little book and off we go.
Joe's not a technology guy. He just wants to sit there in his oversized T-shirt and noodle on the guitar.
There it is.
He's living his life. It's what makes him happy. Well, Mom, I just wanted to call. First of all, told Joe not to worry about what we're talking about. I've already plugged his how big his dick is 1,000 times publicly. So.
Yeah, not like he's going to. Not like that one's going to surprise him.
He's fine. But I just wanted to call and prove the fact that no one believed that you could have been with two good parents who loved you, took care of you, nurtured you your whole life, that you'd be the kind of woman would bang a guy from a club, get pregnant by him, and then move him in moments later. But I said, my mom.
Only moments. It was not moments.
You know what? 100 years is really just moments later, just lots of them.
Exactly.
Sorry.
We are proud white garbage. My mom's going to argue that we're not.
I think it's lovely.
My mom's going to argue that we're not. But we had a stick shift Chevette until I was 17. So we were
probably my 13-year-old Chevy Chevette that had 83,000 miles on it. That one.
Yeah, that was a good car. I wish I could say I had some good times in the back of that car, Mom, but I would have never fit back there with a girl. It would never happened. I had a better chance of shoving the stick shift up my own ass before I even finger popped the chick in the back of that bitch.
And plus, it was very cute when you said, Joe, he knows how to play, when Jake was like, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. So I think there's still romance in your thing, but there could be time to branch out.
I think Lynn just also thought my name was Jake.
I know,
hurt the most.
Jake. But I call you Jake.
It's totally okay. Oh, yeah, that's our thing.
Yeah, it's your thing.
That's our little thing. Mom.
I always call you, in my mind, I always call you Jake.
It doesn't matter how much of a loose whore you were those days, because now you and Joe are still there together in a room while he's noodling, take it easy, and you're trying to find something to kill the hours of the day so you don't kill yourself.
Almost 30 years later.
30
years later.
That makes me feel so old. Almost 30 years of Joe.
30 years of Joe going strong.
And here's the 30 more years of Joe. Mom.
Wait a second. 28 years. We'll say.
We'll round up.
Oh, Mom. Either way, it ain't like it used to be. You're on the other end of it now. I love you so much, Mom.
Aw.
I love you so much, Jay.
Oh, and she called me Jay because my friends are here.
There you go.
She usually called me JJ or Jason.
I did. JJ, Jason. I call you whatever you want me to call you.
I'll talk to you very soon.
Are you proud of him and stuff?
I'm very proud of him.
Oh.
She's proud of me now.
We're all very proud of him.
Yes, we are.
It took a minute. For her to get proud of me.
But not for nothing. I always was.
Yeah. You know what?
You know, my mom died when I was young. It's great to just hear what it must have been like.
I take back.
It was a real treat.
It was fun. It was fun. Jason was a lot of fun to kind of grow up with.
I take back what I said about you earlier in the show, where I said this would be so much better if I lived with Dad. I love you. I'll talk to you soon, Mom.
Love you too.
Take care. Nice meeting you. Bye, Jake's mom.
Yeah, and fuck Dan.
I said bye.
Comedy Central.
Lovely.
Comedy Central is going to be releasing Mitch Hedberg, the complete vinyl collection, on Friday, November 4th,
including a book and stuff.
Which is awesome. Yeah, what's inside the
it's
package?
just like it's a 36-page book full of pictures and lots of Mitch's notebooks and essays by I wrote lots of it, but essays by Doug Stanhope completely. Doug Stanhope, Orchestra, Mike Birbiglia, and I hope you like it. It's cool.
So cool. And wait, go back to those dates, Christina. I want to make sure we get everything right here. Mitch Hedberg, The Complete Vinyl Collection, Friday, November 4th. On Tuesday, November 1st at Caroline's on Broadway, there's going to be a tribute show.
That's tomorrow night.
As part of the New York Comedy Festival.
Great
that is tomorrow night.
So go.
Thank you. Thank you so much, you guys.
Of course. Check for tickets at nycomedyfestival.com to see if there's still tickets available for the tribute show tomorrow at Caroline's as part of the New York Comedy Festival. Then Shawcroft, thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you.
We come from lovely families.
Chase
Mamas.
is great. My mom's good.
Trish, T-Dog?
Hey, listen, we're Tango and Cash, baby.
And T-Rich and Thierry?
Forever, right?
Yeah, it's us. It's just a two-person dance.
We'll be right back to take this thing home. It's the Bonfire.
Thank you.
Let me ask you something. Does paying for channels you don't watch make you want to scream a 4-letter word? Well, stop. Just stop. It's time for a skinny bundle that gives you what you actually watch and not what you don't. Introducing the new Flex Pack from Dish. You start with over 50 popular channels. Want more? Then add channel packs like Locals, Variety, Kids, and News. Don't watch, don't pay. Call 1-844-CALL-DISH today or visit dish.com to sign up. The new Flex Pack from Dish. It's over 50 popular channels for just $39.99 a month with your first channel pack included. Add more channel packs like Locals, Variety, Kids, News, and more for $10 a month each. Get the I hate you. Get the skinny pack. Call 1-844-CALL-DISH or visit dish.com to sign up. Requires credit qualification, 2-year commitment, early termination fee, and auto pay. 1 TV included. Taxes and surcharges extra. Other restrictions apply.
I'm Kristen Shaw, and this is The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Big J. Oakerson, Dan Soder. It's Deftones Monday.
Yeah, it is. Is Isabella still into Halloween?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know if it's so much for the candy anymore aspect of it, rather than dressing up probably and hanging out with friends.
Yeah.
I'm sure she went around today. Isabella, thank God, has a lot of kid in her still. I'm sure. Carla told me the other day, she goes, yeah, Isabel definitely curses in front of her friends. I was like, I figured, but I was like, why? She goes, because she slipped in front of her, and it was so fluid. Like, they went to a fabric store to get something for her Halloween costume.
Yeah.
And they said the lady in there was just not helpful at all. It was really awful. And, Carla was even pissed off and frustrated when they were walking out of the place. And Isabel was, ranting about it. Isabel, she goes, oh, it's so fucking frustrating. And because she looked at her and she goes, I'm sorry, I never said it before.
I never said it before. I don't even know where that word came from. What does that mean?
I don't know what is that.
Teach me what it means?
I read it yesterday.
Fuck. My mom had a rule, man. Trisha's pretty cool about language. Just couldn't say fuck or cunt or prick. Couldn't say those 3 things.
Prick?
I don't know why.
That's such a weird third because somebody called her a prick one time and it really stuck in her ass.
Really stuck in her craw.
Or she called some guy a prick
and
that she never wants to be. No, or I'm saying, and she never wants to be related to what that piece of shit was to her.
I don't know, but she was like, "No, you don't say fuck, you don't say cunt or prick," and you're like, "Oh, all right, the last one's a little weird."
See, the thing about it, but
now, and fuck went out the window when I was like 15.
I'm just saying, fuck's the juicy one though.
Fuck's
that's the one you want. That's the comma.
Yeah.
That's the comma.
Shit was pretty cool. Shit was cool at 12.
Shit's cool.
12 years old, shit's cool.
Anything's cool. Asshole was a big one for me to get past. To get that past the bar?
Woo! Float that out there.
Fuck, motherfucker, any variation of fuck, that's the dessert. That's the pudding.
Yeah, you really want to get to a good old fucker.
But you can't have your pudding. You couldn't have your pudding until you eat your meat. You have to learn to say all the other ones first.
Yeah, that's exactly true.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of when I stopped, because now all of our friends have a lot of our friends have young children. I saw a picture of Nate Bargatze and his daughter going out trick-or-treating.
Yes, sir.
And it's great, and you're like, oh yeah, kids, that's when Halloween becomes fun again, is when you procreate.
Yeah, your kids get to enjoy it.
If you don't think I'm not dressing up my kid as Bruce Leroy and me as Shonuff, you clearly don't know me.
But you got to get them. Like on the right side of that. You know what I mean? Like that's fun for their candy years. Then you got to worry about you have to worry about your daughter.
No, but here's what you do. I think 1 to 5, you kind of get you let them have a little influence, but you do funny adult costumes.
Is that what you do?
Like a Vincent,
I never did it.
Like a Vincent Jules from Pulp Fiction, or you do like a Buddy, or you go cute. You go Big Bird and Grouch. Oscar the Grouch.
I'd go for stuff with Isabel. I would. I was there for a lot of the fucking Santa pictures, the Easter pictures. Not all of them, but I was there for a lot of them to take her to get that.
Yeah.
I was there. We did a breakfast with Santa thing once a couple years back.
Christmas morning or Christmas Eve morning?
Christmas morning.
That's
a breakfast.
huge.
I think
it's a big sit down.
Might have been Christmas Eve morning, but either way,
either way,
it's a big sit. It's a big sit.
You get Saint Nick and that 48 time period to sit down and have some eggs.
And I've taken her trick or treating a bunch of times.
Yeah,
but I'm definitely not the. That's why I look at Bert Kreischer when he was here. I was talking about him with his kids. Like, he strikes me as he would spend $4,000 to make sure they all have some matching amazing costume thing.
Yeah. I think I don't know.
And it just doesn't strike me for whatever reason. I just never have thought to even like, would it be fun to Isabel went out whatever together? I don't know.
She's Rocky, you're Apollo Creed.
There's plenty of reasons I have anxiety. I was like, am I a terrible father? 'Cause I never thought about doing that. Or I never like built her own bike or something.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a bad father?
Yeah, mostly the bike thing. I mean, I got a mud and guts, so I can't. Trish got me a dildo bike when I was. Puberty's hard.
Your whole ride to school just getting drilled.
And every day, Dan rode down the hill with a dildo bike up his sweet little butt.
Mud and guts and
riding mud and guts. We got a live fucking show tomorrow, guys.
I'm so excited.
How excited
are you?
We have
some fun stuff planned. It's going to be a lot of laughs, a lot of fun people.
I even think we might have a special guest drop in.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's a small chance. I talked to him about it. He said,
really?
Yeah, a special guest.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yeah, if we could get that going on. That'd be pretty big. I mean, we already have fucking amazing guests. Amazing things planned. Holy shit.
I
took a bunch of nitrous.
Yeah.
I was telling Jay
Novocained up.
We were talking about earlier, Dan Soder, if you corner me, I will attack you. That had me and Vecchione laughing. Our old roommate talked us into signing up for Bumble.
That's your Bumble now.
Yeah, let's suck at it. Like, Christine, you got to look at my profile. Tell me if I'm doing it right.
I'm going to redo me and Christine's Thrinder because it's useless.
I think I hate it anyway.
You hate it?
I don't like online hunting for pussy. It comes across in life.
But but it doesn't. I'm trying. This was the conversation we had last night because I was against dating apps.
Well, Dan's wrong about this if he's now changed his tune because pussy does come up in real life. Absolutely. But it's a fun kill time.
True.
And it's not leaving the realm of, like, I would do Bumble just to see where I fall in line with, like, Soder and Vecchione trying it to be funny.
Vecchione is killing it.
But
he's already got 2 matches.
But you wouldn't be happy with that at all. Because you wouldn't trust that, even though we're all doing it for fun, that at some point I'm not going to go like, so really, you're into it? So I do Thrinder, where it's both of us on the thing, and I get to do that same fun thing. Carla told me and you both that she's on Tinder, but has a fake thing and just does it kind of look and hunt.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of like the look and hunt of it, but it's worthless.
It is worthless. That's the problem.
But I think I put up a very bad profile for you.
You see,
I mean,
my name. Doubt yourself when it doesn't work. I'm already 24 hours in.
My name is funny fake name.
Oh, that's funny.
I know it is funny, but it's like
Jacob.
I think people think the whole thing's like not real.
How are you doing?
I'm not on Bumble. I'm on Tinder, but I'm doing all right.
You doing all right?
I can show you.
See, Bumble. I like Bumble because then they have to start the conversation. I like that.
Yeah,
you got dates lined up?
I matched.
Talk about Jacob.
Sweet, sweet pussy. Talk about Jacob.
Jacob, I'm already planning your wedding.
Talk about Jacob.
Yeah, why?
You have dates lined up coming up? Just matches.
I didn't contact them yet.
Maybe try this Bumble.
I'm telling you.
That's where the girl reaches out to you. They have to.
Jacob, do it. Set it up, and then I'll get very mad when you start matching up with a shit ton of hot women, and I'm still just fucking. I don't know what it is.
Oh, you're gonna catch a spillover.
I'm going for trickle down Jacob theory.
Oh, that's gonna work.
His plate washeth over, and I get, as Frank Reynolds says in the dentist system, I'm here for the scraps.
You gotta go play the numbers, Jacob. You gotta get on J-Date.
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
You know Norman was on J-Date?
Of course he was. He's playing the numbers. That's the point I'm making.
I go, Norman, why are you on J-Date? He goes, why not? I love Jews.
Yeah, but that's the whole point I'm making. It's like you play the numbers on that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the numbers.
He's like the best at it. He's the best at this shit that I've ever seen. Mark Norman's. We gotta get him in the studio and ask him his secrets.
Look at this from Bumble.
I just keep swiping.
Look at these two pretty girls who are probably not in the thing at all.
They're definitely not. There are very pretty girls on Bumble, though.
Jacob,
there's a lot of attractive
I'm not
women.
on it. I will get on it.
How long since you last rocked the house with a broad?
Rock the house.
Been a few months.
Been a while.
Now, so where is your standard at right this moment? Is it lower?
No, I mean the girls. The Tinder matches are pretty cute. I showed you some of them.
I'll tell you what. I don't know who.
I'm getting no matches.
I'll tell you what. It'll be a 5-way fucking wrestling dance in here with me and Christine as a team for Lulu V on Twitter.
So hot.
Yowza.
She sent video.
So
pictures.
goddamn hot.
But
she's so hot.
Is that her?
And she said she loves us all. Is that her?
No, that's Jacob's.
In the middle.
That's Jacob's crush.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, Jacob, she's perfect.
She is perfect.
She looks like that's...
And she could lead you to the Dark Crystal.
Yeah, she can. Go to another picture. Is she into Jacob?
Maybe.
Is it? There's no other pictures, but I'm working with her friend to do
Jacob,
a setup
bad news
on
for this
Thursday.
picture. She likes fat people, apparently. She is really squeezed between.
Backpedal now.
I don't know.
Are you going to backpedal?
No, he wanted me to be wingman with him on that date.
Hell yeah.
Why do you need a wingman?
He said the other one ain't good.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said.
Jacob, why can't you go it alone?
I
love you, Jacob. Why can't you go it alone?
I'm going. We're going.
I don't know what happened. Something happened, and I can't wait for it to be explained. Anyways,
Jacob gets embarrassed.
Let's get Jacob on.
We're gonna get him. We have to wrap this show up anyway. Son of a bitch! It's 8:00.
Fine. Well, guess what? November 6th through the 10th, Bitter End in New York City. Big J. Oakerson's going to be taping his NBC CISO What's Your Fucking Deal Season 2. Jacob, don't beat yourself up, bud. It's all good. BigJComedy.com for tickets, and if you use the promo code Bonfire, you get some comp seats. So make sure you go check that out. I will be doing the Monday early show for that taping. That's next Monday because we're on vacation next week. This show is.
And Danny Soder is going to be at Hyenas in Dallas, Texas.
True.
This Thursday, November 3rd through Saturday, November 5th. Get your tickets at dansoder.com. And remember, guys, I think there's a few tickets left still for tomorrow night. It is free. If you want to come to the Bonfire Live, you got to go to, where do they go for that?
ComedyCellar.com?
It's on our Twitter. You can go to NY Comedy Fest or look on our
NY
social
Comedy
media.
Fest. Look on our social media. You get tickets, and it's free tickets, and there's some being released now because Sirius doesn't appreciate us.
At the Bonfire. At the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat.
And, of course, Comedy Central is going to be releasing Mitch Hedberg, the complete vinyl collection, Friday, November 4th. And then tomorrow night, also at Caroline's on Broadway, there's going to be a tribute show as part of the New York Comedy Festival. New York Comedy Festival is going strong, kicking ass. We are new, but not live on Wednesday.
But we're live
We're
tomorrow.
Hear you tomorrow night, live from the Village Underground. Crackle, crackle, y'all.